Hello everyone, I'm Estung, and well, this video is about how to use tools I created, which are Decklist Generator, Magic Online Draft Parser, and AutoCard Hover Generator. Some time ago, when I was bored, I wanted to create a web-based decklist generator because the one that I wrote previously was written in, well, let's say Excel, which is not really well. I mean, I could send people the file and they could generate it, but it wasn't really the fastest thing ever. So I decided to write it in a different language, and by some accident, Paul contacted me that he actually wrote one in JavaScript, and he told me that I can use his code and make it better or different or whatever, and that's how this actually came to existence. So I will show you the decklist generator. First, there are two versions. One is the online one, which is in front of me. You can find it both versions at astungalters.com/deckgen. You have to get there through this link because it's not accessible from astungalters.com, at least not yet. I may actually put a link there. I shouldn't be too difficult to memorize. So the difference is that the online version doesn't sort the cards, so we have to do it manually, and the offline one does it. So, for example, if I show you, well, I need a deck list, so I'll use this as an example. You need to enter the cards in a certain way, and this is how you enter them. This is the main deck, and this is sideboard. It's divided by return. If you hit enter, then that's it. So no X or anything, there has to be a space between the name and the amount of the cards. So if I copy this in the online version and I hit the create code, then you will see that it will just, you know, like be in the same order. So if we want to order that somehow, then what I suggest to do is take the deck list to MTG Goldfish or any other site that actually does that. There's a possibility to submit the deck, so you put it there. You update the preview, and here you have the cards sorted. In order to get just what you need, you will need to copy it from few different places. So for that you need something like well, a text editor that doesn't copy styles, so that's, for example, Notepad, and then some something like this. You will copy that there, and you'll delete all the things you don't really want, which is this, for example. You don't also need it. Then you'll copy that back to your notepad. And you will have to replace these because the generator that I put together needs a space, and this is not a space, that's a tab. If you press that, then it will do that. So you can find and replace that. So I will replace that with spaces, and I will also get rid of this because what I really need is only one thing that separates the main deck and sideboard. So now if you copy that and put it back in the deck generator and hit create code, then it's sorted. Well, here you've got, well, it's a red deck, obviously. It has a name. It's like, well, it's a mono-red prison, so we can call it that way. And I don't know who is the author, but I'll write just biasing. So this is the header. You can change the colors. I mean, if you have a multicolor deck, then it can be, well, multicolored. And now if you want to copy that to your site, then you need to copy two things. There are styles, which make it the deck list look like this, and the actual deck list. So I can show you on my blog how to do that. I mean, you should know how to do how to copy paste text, but so you can see that it actually works. So it's a deck list example. The styles that you get, you can put on your site or the post only once. And so if you will be generating more deck lists, you can have more deck lists there, but you copy this only once. So I'll copy the deck list to my post. I'll save that and show you that it looks the same. It's okay, more red prison blue blue green deck. Okay, great. But it looks as it is. The hover works, but I would have to publish that file in order to make it work. But it's going to work like this. There's also a possibility of to create a visual list, which looks like this. Something didn't really work here. Scap Clan Berserker doesn't recognize the card for some reason. Oh no, there's a space actually. Okay. That looks like this. But it seems that people don't really use that. So, but if you would like to, then you can. The number centered means that it should, in theory, center the numbers. But this doesn't do anything. So that's about the online deck generator. The offline version is sorting the cards. So if you don't want to be copying the deck list from one program to another, you can just download this and copy it to a folder somewhere. I probably already created the folder because this is not the first time I'm actually recording this video. So let's say deck gen 2, and you copy everything there. And you run it by, well, finding index and, well, opening it. It will take you to a web page that looks more or less the same. It has a different text. All the tools are actually included in the offline version as well. But the deck generator is better because it sorts the cards. In order to do that, it needs a database, which is quite big, and I was too lazy to figure out how to not overload my site with it. So you'll have to download it if you want to use that. So there's one more difference. Okay, I'll use the original deck list so we can see that it actually works. Is that this button actually works only once. Whenever you want to create a second deck list and you have this page open, always refresh the page. So if you would be using the online one that you saw before, then for the next deck list you just press F5 or, well, click this and use it again, because it stores the data. It doesn't just delete them after. It doesn't know when you enter a new deck list. Okay, so yeah, I know it's not really that user friendly, but it does something. So the offline one is here. For the offline generator, I actually disabled that, so we can hit this button only once, and then it won't do anything. So you have to fill in everything, and then you won't be able to change it. So this is more red prison by I don't know who. So let's see. We'll see that it's by me, even though it's not. And then you click on create code, and then you do the same. You just copy everything. Here you can see that. Okay, I refreshed the page by accident. You can see that the tag list is sorted by type and by name. So I think that that is everything. There are notes, instructions how to use that. So usually, if you run into a problem, then you should actually find the answer somewhere here. You're probably wondering why there are scatter in empty geotraders and empty geotraders with download links. I created this for pure MTGO that we use, and well, we are using MTGO traders. So these are links to the cards, and if you are on the MTGO traders deck generator, then they will lead to MTGO traders. That's what it does. If you'll use gather, then it will lead to gather. Okay. Ta-da! The images are loaded from Wizards of the Coast gather. Anyway, so the next tool that is here that you can use is Draft Parser. It parses Magic Online's file. I have a test file here, so you can try it yourself how it works. You just well, these files are not those are draft logs from Magic Online. They are not saved automatically, so you have to actually enable that in Magic Online. And when you have them, you can copy it and then you hit create code. There is this thing here. It says for cube drafts, but it's actually for anything that contains cards from different sets, because it loads like in one pack. Because normally this thing takes the set code, and I mean, here you can see that this is a cube file, so there it would be adding the set code to show the set, but since there isn't, then you have to do this, and then it will create it will load any version of the card that it sees fits. It's usually the latest printing. It takes a while because, well, it's a lot of cards. So that's how it looks like. And there's also the hover. So if you don't know what Parallax Wave does, then you can just hover over it. You can read what it does, and that's about it. Simple. If you want to copy this, then you have the styles, and you've got the draft log. The styles for this are different than for the deck list, so you have to copy that. Yeah, paste it in your file, or your site. So okay, I'll put it there, and I can copy this. It will take a while sometimes because it's a lot of cards there, and Wizards page is probably really happy that it has to load all that. And you see, it works. So I've got my pics there. So that was the second tool, and the last tool is hover generator. Okay, my computer is really slow right now. The styles for this are already included in the deck generator one, so if you have those already on your page, then you don't need to copy them. This works in a way that you've got a sentence like, let's say I opened Chase the Mind Sculptor, if I can type that correctly. And what you want is that you want the Chase to actually, show Chase. So if you put these brackets around the card name, it will create the hover. So if I do this, then you can see this is what it will do. It doesn't have any kind of self-checking whatever mechanism. So if you mess the name, then it will be a link, but it won't really show the image. Okay. So I don't know if I would delete that. Okay, I actually wanted to delete it. Then you'll see a link, but it shouldn't lead to Chase the Mind Sculptor. For some reason it does. Yeah, I actually found out that I misspelled Zero Visions, and it actually, the link actually worked. So there are cards that will work even when they're written wrongly. I'm not really sure if if it's a feature or if it's a mistake. Anyway, that's how it works. So, well, I have this file here, and I was writing about Chant or something that you can use, and you already see that I put the brackets around the cards that I wanted, and looks like that. So yeah, I can copy that, put it in my blog post, and well, I will actually, I'll show you that it works, but not in a post, because that actually gets pushed everywhere. And I don't want people to actually see that. Anyway, I'll publish this page, and you'll see that now it works. The reason why the links are blue is because it uses the styles of my blog. So if you have some styles that are named the same way as in my file that I provided, then it will look different. So you can see that this looks a little bit different than how it looks. Well, I already closed that. Than how it looks here. But it should be fairly similar. And the text is somewhere really at the bottom, so you can see what it does. Okay. So that's all. So if you think that those are cool features and you didn't create your own, or you don't use any other, then you can use mine if you like. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.